welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, home to the Liberty Flames, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this clash and filling up this stadium quickly. And this is the kind of game college football fans love, because they don't have to wait for the weekend for this Conference USA showdown. As we'll see, the New Mexico State Aggies taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. New Mexico State will kick it off and will be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Liberty Flames offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
Man, it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The kick is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. So New Mexico State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave it, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal.
Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defender. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Flames line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Thanks to grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put some heat on that one down the middle. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Rides to back and leaves it. Runs through the tackle. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Quick step and go. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas A&M is currently ahead in this one, but they're not exactly making this easy for the 12th man. This is a tight one in College Station. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Flames want to move quickly.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Rasmussen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Just keeps slinging it. Pocket breaking down. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to 4th. The Flames will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Off play action on first down. Under fire. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quickly complete. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Caught on the outside. It's Gomez. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the side.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Looking for a big gain. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding 3rd down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big 3rd down conversion.
Got his man in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They'll try the run. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And the Flames want to crank the tempo. The give to the back. Running to Green. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Flames line up to punt it away.
Number 15, on to kick it away.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give on the option. Makes a man miss. Oh, another great move. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. On target over the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. The inside handoff. Can't get him to the ground. He has the first and still on his feet. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after run.
Good enough for a first down.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he got loose. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
At the 8-yard line.
And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it on first and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He leaves it with his back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up second down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
Pass interference. Defense.
The defense trying to be physical in pass coverage took it a little too far, and the offense will pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. He's got it inside the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
It's caught downfield. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal.
Number 13 on the field goal.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Rudolph. Still on his feet at the 25. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Flames come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Complete in the middle. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rasmussen. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need 1 more yard on 3rd down. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Picks up 6. And that's a first down for the offense.
The give to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there, make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football. And they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And he's made 1 already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Flames in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. The Flames with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Got a man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd, and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10. The give from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Just enough time to get off one more snap. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
The Flames will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him...
Breaks into the open. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, New Mexico State.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown.
13.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Flames want to pick up the tempo. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on the first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They're looking for an advantage to the right.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Finds a little space. There he goes. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Flames are on the move. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. And the Flames come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Looking to scramble.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw it.
Trying to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Flames. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Alabama. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
First down for the offense.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the 1st down. Now they'll run the draw. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap. Try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to the big tight end. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Flames are in the hurry-up. It's a draw. Ran through the contact. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Flames have this offense rolling. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Bringing the heat. He's going to run it. There he goes. Great job to get down with the slide after getting everything you could. And the Flames will punt it away on fourth down. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Gets away from one. He's got space. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
37, Liberty 27.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Finds a spot in the middle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to work in the air on second down. The throw to the outside is complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The give to the tailback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Looking to fire. Intercepted. That is just what this defense needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Flames will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Fires to the big fella. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. This is now a 7-point game. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. Turning it on. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Aggies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. That's it for this period. New Mexico State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's Rudolph. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock with the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Texas A&M is down, but they are not out of it. Not there at Kyle Field, one of the more special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Flames have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Back to pass on 2nd down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Flames send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They try to pop a run on the draw. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Caught in the backfield, it's Gomez. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Gomez. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Handoff from the gun. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Off the play fake. Makes the grab, it's Dell. No chance to run, but still a good gain. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's going to be incomplete. He was throwing for the touchdown, but just couldn't get the foot down inbounds. He slides that just inside the right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Rasmussen. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
First down for the offense.
Might as well give it to him again. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
54, Liberty, 30.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end.
I know a lot of people don't like to prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Flames really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? New Mexico State has it first and goal.
First and goal, New Mexico State.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Quarterback on the keeper. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one, finds some space. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Rasmussen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Flames will have it 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Looking left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time on target. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.